Dirty Sports Podcast. I said, welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast with Andy Ruther and Joe Prano. Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Dirty Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you live from Cincinnati, Ohio, with my co-host from Port Hueneme, California, Joey No Chill Prano.
Hello, Andy.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. Deep breath. There we go. Trying to catch my breath a little today. I'm spent. I'll just let everybody know I'm a little spent.
I texted you. Usually you text me to confirm our time. You're like, you good for this time tomorrow? I didn't hear from you. And then this morning I was like, we good for the usual? And you're like, yeah, I passed out during the game last night. I'm what's going on? Everything okay, Andy?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I passed out, then I woke up, and then I slept too long. Does that make sense? Like I did 45 hard minutes in the second half, and then was up, and then was up again at 1, baby. And then I don't even remember. Then Brittany went in there at 4, and the baby was still being a pain. Then I went back in at 4:30. It's just kind of a blur, to be honest. Up again at 6:30. Yeah. So whatever, but like I'm here.
Friday, bud.
Yeah. No, I'll be fine.
Friday. So your work week starts tomorrow. The kids all weekend.
Oh, I got him tomorrow night. She's going out with friends. She like never does that. I got him tomorrow night. I like that though. I like the. I tell her to her face. I think we're more efficient when you're not here. To be honest,
bro, don't even get me started.
Because
talking about this.
It's not with women, and I know I'm stereotyping. I don't care. With women, it's. I think with men, it's like I make the decision. Hey, we're going to the park, or we're like I don't have to change. I don't have to.
By the way, you were like, I know I'm stereotyping here, and I was about to go cancel because that's back. We're back.
What's back?
Yelling canceled anytime you and I touch on something that's a little dicey.
I don't think cancel's left anytime. I think it's been. I
don't know. You and I got back to saying retarded there for a while, and now that's okay. That's not but I'm just saying there was a good long while there where we really joked about it, and then we didn't joke about it for a while because it was like, yeah, everybody's over it, but we're back, baby. So anyway, go stereotypical women, and let's hope doesn't hit the right group or wrong group for that matter. So women, you're
canceling
going out.
Never went away, Joe.
It didn't?
No.
Oh.
Everybody's always been canceling everybody, in my opinion. Now, for different reasons. I like how you always allude to things. And you just don't want to say them.
I did. I just said it. I said it felt like it went away for a while, and now we're back.
I don't think it went away.
I feel like it did, but I feel like everybody was over it.
No.
Everybody was over watching everybody's podcasts to try to catch them slipping.
Each side has always accused each side, and then everybody gets canceled.
Right.
In my opinion, it's been that way for a long time. But yeah, I'm not gonna get canceled over this. Basically, my point is just
don't be so sure.
It takes, like women. It's like an ordeal. And that was my point there. She laughed at me. She goes, "Oh, it's going to be better." I said, "It will, because it's not." I just am like, "Hey, it's bedtime. It's bath time. We're just going to do it."
Now, let me ask you something. Obviously, there's what happens when you're both there. That's standard operating procedure. Mom and dad are home. And you said, "Oh, it gets a little easier. It's a little streamlined." Which I completely agree on everything. Every time she goes out, it's like I'm just like, house is about to be clean, dog's about to be walked, everybody's about to be there. Now, tell me about the reverse. What if you don't really go anywhere. I mean, you skipped my wedding, so you didn't leave.
I'm trying
But
to think last time I went somewhere.
yeah, if you go somewhere, is it a nightmare? Do you get a lot of texts like, "Oh, you're never gonna believe what's happening"?
No, I don't get text. I legit, honestly, don't know the last time I went somewhere. I'm being dead serious. Next week I have my 25th high school reunion football game. That's like the first time in a long time. No.
Every time I go out of the road on the road for shows, it's like, it's our 9/11. You're not gonna believe what happened. I go, how come every time I leave, it's just as easy? How come I leave? There's always a vet visit. And there's always a this and this happened, and this guy, some sounds outside. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. She also a lot of times like, oh, my mom came over. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you got some help.
Yeah.
Now it's two women messing up the situation. Like whatever. Here's my thing on like kids. I've learned in a way I don't give a shit what other people think. Like your kids when it comes to like nap time and stuff like that. Like sorry. I don't want to deal with headaches, and that's how I approach it. Whereas I don't think she does. It doesn't mean they can't stay up later or like things get thrown off. I'm not saying that it's got to be a strict regimen and military schedule, but that's where I think a difference is between like men and women, where I'm like, well, I don't want to deal with a headache tonight, so I'm going to make these decisions and, maybe not give the kids some sugar before bed or something like that.
I feel like, and this is I think this is a huge issue in relationships in the world, but also it does a little bit. It even goes beyond relationships. I think this is a thing that happens down men and women, and they do it even when they're separate from each other. Men as a whole, obviously you don't speak for everybody, but I think generally, men choose the path of least resistance.
Yes, that's the way I put it.
Women choose the path of most resistance and then complain about it. Even like in relationships, they complain to you. But if they're not in relationships, then they just like complain on the internet or to their friends or whatever. It's like, I went to Starbucks today and I wanted this, and it was very simple. All I asked them for is to make 14 alterations to the one thing I asked for, and then they couldn't handle it. And now here I am complaining about it. It's just like, I go to, which I don't do ever, but if I go to Starbucks and I'm like, hey, I want this, and they're like, yeah, we can't. I go, all right, how about just whatever then? I don't care. Like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, I think like
the shaved white truffle chocolate wasn't shaved thin enough, and I specifically asked them to shave it thin enough, and I'm like, yeah, can I just get the black coffee hot?
Yeah. Like, well, it's again, it doesn't have to be a to-do. Like if I come home and there's a baby in my car seat crying, or I'm sorry, not crying, she's asleep, and I know she needs more sleep, I will just make the executive decision. I'm throwing her in the stroller, even though I don't want to. And I'm like, hey, I'll walk around the neighborhood for 30 minutes. For a woman, I don't know why that's so difficult to just make that quick decision of like, hey, yeah, I want the baby to sleep. 30 minutes walking around the neighborhood, which is obviously good for you.
Women already have in mind what they're going to do when they get home.
100% they do. 100%. And
it's like, well, I can't just walk around the neighborhood for a half hour because I was already 5 minutes into doing this thing that I have ready to do when I get home. I have to pull out all the Christmas decorations. You're like, bitch, it's September.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm getting harassed about like the pressure's on for if her pick'em or suicide, if I have to make the pick every week. And it's like, are you sure? Are you sure? Why are you asking me then? Just do it. Just do it. You text me from work. I got to make my work suicide. Just don't keep saying, are you sure?
Who'd you pick this week for her?
I picked Seattle.
Same.
And she hit me with we're gonna need them later. I said, you know nothing about football. They're maybe win 9 games. Now's a good time to use Seattle.
I said the exact. I picked
Like,
Seattle.
what are we doing
I
here?
picked Seattle because I wanted to save Buffalo for later, and I didn't want to fuck with Buffalo on a Thursday night because I was like, you know what? A third of the group is going to pick Buffalo.
Yeah.
And I was watching it last night. Listen, I have Buffalo to win the Super Bowl. I predicted Buffalo wouldn't be an underdog in a game until for the entire season. When we looked at the schedule, I was like, oh, they're not even going to play a tough game until this. And then last night I was like, I'm rooting for Miami because I know 50% of the people in my fucking pool took Buffalo because they didn't think about Thursday night. So like, let's go. I'm rooting for Miami. Then of course,
And they were the biggest favorites this week.
yeah, exactly. That was my thought process. They're biggest favorite. Everybody's just going to immediately jump on the biggest favorite. And I was like, I'm going to save the Buffalo, and God forbid they lose. Half the fucking group's going to be gone. So I also went Seattle.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, there's a few different options. I do want to talk a lot about Buffalo, Miami right now.
Yeah.
Now that we're jumping into it, they've just been in control, minus that Ravens game right so far, and it's just Josh Allen is great. But
Right.
I mean, MVP, first QB. I'm sure you saw this. The 300 total touchdowns. The quickest,
the fastest to 300 total touchdowns.
Yeah, the fastest.
Okay.
To 300 touchdowns. But again, it's I love Josh Allen. Everybody's like, oh, he's the best QB. He's the best QB. It's just, dude. I saw a quick clip again. It just popped up my feed. Mike Greenberg's going, we've never seen a QB like this, and I'm just like what? He's like, I'm watching last night's game.
Well, what does that even mean? What in what sense?
I don't even know. And by the way, Josh Allen again is amazing.
Great.
But it's just like, he's like, in my 50 years of watching football, and I'm just like, what?
I mean, like the dual threat factor, or because like,
I don't know. I should have pulled it, but I don't have the exact clip. But my point is, Josh Allen again is amazing.
I mean, listen, there's an argument you could say we have never seen but you know, everybody's, not to steal a fucking, you know, like, not to make, this is not a political thing, but like every quarterback is a snowflake. You know what I mean? They're all different somehow. So like, yeah, there's never been a quarterback who's been exactly like Josh Allen. Josh Allen is sort of size, the ability for Josh to get yards in short yardage situations. I think it was last year, the stat from last year was like, whatever percent of his runs were for first downs, like some ludicrous number, 80% of his runs went for first downs or something like that. Some insane thing where essentially like when he's going for it, he's getting it. And yeah, but at the same time, it's like, he's not the greatest passing quarterback of all time. He's not the greatest running quarterback of all time. I'd argue he's not the greatest dual threat quarterback playing today. So, but, you know, he's certainly Cam Newton on steroids. Like, he's an infinitely better passer than Cam Newton. He's, I'd even argue, a more explosive runner in terms of like the open field stuff. So yeah, in a sense, we've never seen a quarterback like him before, but we've also never seen a quarterback like Lamar Jackson before. I would say we haven't really seen a quarterback like Jalen Hurts before. Like, you know, name the player that we've seen before who's like, you know, won 20 games in a row or whatever while throwing for under 150 yards and getting butt fucked for every first down. Like, we've never seen a player like that before, but it works for them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it very much works for them, but I don't think we've ever seen it before. It's like, oh man, he can't really pass, but my God, if he can't scramble for first downs and be worn like a running back's hat as he gets driven through the line on both third and fourth down.
He's like that meme, that porn meme with the white girl and all the black dudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Jalen Hurts. The black dudes are just going to town on him.
Yeah, it's just those black dudes around, and the captions be like, "You ready to get this first down?"
Yeah, 100%. It works every time. I was surprised that Josh Allen's the first QB I saw as well, regular season, to have 200 passing yards and 50 rushing TDs. It's never happened.
TDs and 50.
200 passing TDs, 50 rushing TDs.
No one in history has those.
Apparently Steve Young, if you include postseason.
Okay.
But if you just go regular season, nobody. Look, he's great, and they're obviously they'll go as long as he goes. And it's amazing that he stayed healthy this long. I'm sure I'm jinxing him right now.
Oh, bro, you don't want Buffalo fans. He gets hurt now.
Well, I'm calling it out. I'm just saying he's. I told you before the show started. I said it's fascinating to me. Now I know Josh Allen came in the league 2 years earlier, but as far as age wise, Burrow is going to be 29 in 3 months. Josh Allen just turned 29. You talk about playing versus not playing. Josh Allen started in 113 games. Joe Burrow started in 71. So, I mean, he started 42 more games.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the same age.
Yeah.
Again, 2 years earlier, but
yeah, give or take. I mean, Josh Allen's also missed a couple games. So you're looking at probably, Joe Burrow's probably missed 10 or 12 games more to injury.
I don't know if Josh Allen has missed a game because of injury.
Oh, really?
I'm looking right now.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
If they've started, Josh Allen's never missed a game to injury. Unless every single game since they came into the league.
I think he had. Well, look, 2018, he started 11 of 12 games. I don't know if they just put him in a game, but 16, 16, 17, 16, that's the year that we went to the game that got canceled. So there wasn't 17, 17, 17.
Wow. It almost feels like Joe Burrow would have missed more games to injury than that at this point. No? How many? Like that means Joe Burrow's only missed 10 games to injury?
No, he's missed more than that.
And okay, so 10 games to injury plus the 5 games that Josh Allen didn't start to start the year, to start his career.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, Josh Allen has started every game since November 25th, 2018.
Wow.
Three more starts, and he passes Joe Ferguson, who's next on that list at 13.
Next on the consecutive starts list?
Yeah, Josh Allen's 14. Manning brothers are third and fourth. Of course, Favre is that's just a record nobody's going to touch. That's an amazing record. That's crazy to think like that record. But I also saw something, like I want to jump into Tua a little now that we're talking just that game last night. I saw a crazy stat too, which this is not a good stat for. Well, there's a few bad stats for Dolphins fans. Here's a wild one for you. Since 2022, when Mike McDaniel took over, like we knew they were bad against good teams. We didn't know how bad. This is just teams who've entered the game with a winning record. Right, that they're playing them. Miami is 3-14. Just a winning record.
Since Mike McDaniel took over.
Since Mike McDaniel took over.
It's wild.
And they're 25-12 against teams 500 or worse. 3-4. Just a winning record. They can't beat a team that's 5-4. The Dolphins have lost 8 straight regular season games against teams that enter with winning records. Basically, if you have a winning record, they're not going to beat you.
Yeah. I've never understood the Tua thing. Not for like, you can go back on the show. There's not a second where I flinch on Tua. And what's crazy is What's crazy about the NFL today is it's like he's paid.
Well, it's funny. It's like you read my mind. Dolphins fans, maybe you should mute this. Moving forward, Tua's cap hit is higher than Josh Allen. It's already higher this year. It's higher 26, 27, 28. What a mess. Not only did they draft Tua ahead of Justin Herbert, then they threw all that money at him. And then they hired the wrong coach. And then they traded for Tyreek Hill.
Here's the other thing about Mike. Here's the other thing about Mike McDaniel. Obviously, he believes in Tua. Obviously, he's been on the record about that. Obviously, they paid him this big deal under his thing. I will judge Mike McDaniel on that, but at the same time, he has to coach with that. Like, I'm not saying I don't know if Mike McDaniel's a horrible coach.
I'm not saying he's horrible either.
But at the same time, it's like it doesn't matter because
he's a medium pizza of coaches.
Yeah, but you got yourself into this situation.
I agree.
Like what would the Dolphins be if they had Mike McDaniel and Tyreek Hill and Waddle and Justin Herbert? I don't know. But they don't because Mike McDaniel's a fucking team Tua. And I think Mike McDaniel has some incredible he has an incredible offensive mind. That being said, I've never wavered on Tua, not for 1 second, never. I don't have the football knowledge of Mike McDaniel. So why was this ever a thing where it's like, yep, he's sure thing. We're going to fucking dominate with Tua. What did you see that anybody with a brain who doesn't dress up as a fucking dolphin to go to games in South Beach on Sunday, what did you see? Because fans are always going to be blinded. Always. And you can go deep in Reddit if you want about the Tua versus Herbert. Blah, 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 blah. It's like Tua's not good, man. He's not good. He's injury prone. He empty yards. He was bad before they had two elite receivers. Bad. He was bad before they had two elite receivers. And he doesn't win games against good teams.
So that is a segue into a conversation I wanted to have about the 2020 QB draft class, because I think it's an interesting one. We talk about Tua, we're talking about these injuries. You mentioned Herbert, Joe Burrow has had severe injuries 3 out of the 6 years now that he's been in the league. So this is your let's revisit right now. Let's revisit the 2020 first round draft class in this order. It goes Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Jordan Love.
Okay.
We got 4 QBs: Burrow, Tua, Herbert, Love.
Those are the first round QBs.
I just want to do first round.
Yeah. Yep.
Just the first round, just those 4 guys. So I think we're at an interesting, we're kind of at a crossroads here, in my opinion. This is year 6 for these guys.
Yep.
Burrow just suffered another severe injury. We're talking about Tua's cap hit. Tua's not performing. Tua's injured. Herbert's got a new coach. Year 2, usually things start excelling in year 2, but we're seeing it. It's early, but we're seeing it. We're seeing it in LA. Jordan Love had some injuries, had some great little run there for a minute, like a small window. And then he had that just blowout of the Cowboys in the playoffs, and a tough loss to the 49ers. So with all that being said, who finishes with the most career playoff wins of those 4 guys? Burrow's up big time. Burrow has 5. Love has 1. Herbert and Tua have 0. So he's got a 4-point advantage on second place and 5 on the other guys.
Normally, my answer to this question would be you spot a guy 4 wins on the second place team. Playoff wins are hard to come by in the
Very
NFL. I'm going Burrow. That would be my normal thing. But that's actually the reason I'm not going with Burrow. Because playoff wins are hard to come by. You know where playoff wins are especially hard to come by? Cincinnati. No sign that Cincinnati as an organization has done anything but have a blip of optimism a few years ago. No sign that Cincinnati isn't just Cincinnati again. Burrow's hurt. They didn't make the playoffs last year. So to me, the reason I'm going to answer the way I am is literally based on the franchises. I'm going to say Love finishes with the most playoff wins because look at Green Bay. Historically, Love is there. You can go back. You go back 2 quarterbacks. You're going back to the Clinton administration. Like Monica Lewinsky's story hadn't broken the last time there was another fucking quarterback in the Packers prior to Favre and Rodgers. So Love is going to be locked in. There's stability in that. If there's one thing that organization has in Green Bay, it's stability. They've been a consistently good franchise for the entirety of the Super Bowl era. From Super Bowl 1 to Super Bowl now, they've been a consistently strong franchise. They're going to stockpile playoff wins with their quarterback one way or the other, even if it's 2 this year, 1 next year, 2 the year after, none, 1, 2.
It adds up.
So you're right now, Joe Burrow has the separation Joe Burrow has between the second places is his 1 Super Bowl run. That's what he has. That's the separation. So I'm going to go Love for consistency of franchise. Then I've got to go Burrow because he spotted 5 wins on the next group. Chargers obviously would be the 3rd pick because I think with Harbaugh, they're going to start getting a win here, 2 wins there. I think they'll be a consistently, a consistent playoff team here. They look great so far. But 5 wins, 5 playoff wins are hard to come at. Like,
it's tough.
And they're still in the tougher conference,
Tougher division.
So, and then obviously the Dolphins. Like, I don't think Tua would have won a playoff game in his career. And if he does, it's not gonna be with the Dolphins.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much in agreement. Except I think Herbert surpasses Burrow at some point.
Wow.
That's how so I agree with you. I think the organization really matters, and that's how I view it as well. And we all know that adding them like Micah Parsons in a conference, the conference is huge too. We both agree. It's like you're in the NFC. Jordan Love could very easily be playing in an NFC championship game for the next 3 years. Just stockpiling some playoff wins, playing in a Super Bowl here and there. I don't think, here's the thing. I don't think Bengals fans, let alone NFL fans, I don't think they're realizing Burrow is at a legit crossroads for his entire football career, in my opinion. I firmly believe that. You have 3 serious injuries that are not related. That's scary too. Within your first 6 years?
I'd argue it'd be worse if they were related.
True. That's a good point. But you said it last episode, and I think there's something to this of like some guys are just injury prone in life. The kid who always had the broken arm, you said. It's true. And I don't know if Burrow's that guy. I don't
know if Burrow's that guy either. Here's the other thing. Like the kid in middle school who always had a broken arm, also happened to have an abusive dad. Those are related. Joe Burrow has the offensive line equivalent of a dad who kicks his kids down the stairs. So,
true.
But that being said, Eli Manning had some fucking pretty awful O-lines consistently throughout his career, and the the 2 seasons he had mediocre offensive lines, he won the Super Bowl. He also never fucking missed a game.
Different style for sure of play, and that's Burrow's problem. I've read a lot on it this week. There were some really good articles in The Athletic just about like the injuries and why, and it's a combination of bad O-line, Bengals front office, Burrow style of play, them always being in shotgun, them refusing to run the ball, all those things. And then Andrew Whitworth did a great little Q&A on it. Not even a Q&A, but just like a discussion. This guy obviously played for the Bengals. And I think he nailed it. He said, if I'm Joe Burrow, and he nailed it with another guy he played with. He said, dude, you need to literally change how you play quarterback and turn into Matthew Stafford. He said, Matt Stafford wasn't an under center guy. And then he went to McVay and the West Coast offense. And it's like, look at the longevity now he's had. Now he's had injuries. He's also a lot older. But the point was just look at the career now arc, so to speak, of a Matthew Stafford who's right there in the top 5 quarterback discussion, always. His team's right there. Like, that's what you need to do. You need to go under center. You need to be able to run the ball, all those things. I think Herbert passes him, though. I'm going to go. I know it's pretty crazy to think. I'm going to go Love, Herbert, Burrow, and I agree. I don't think Tua wins a playoff game. So the second question I have, Burrow, serious injuries. Tua, we all know he's weekend at Bernie's. Who retires first? And I'm sure it's basically down to Tua or Burrow.
Yeah, I think it. I'd almost go reverse of your order. I think in order of retired first, I think I'll go Tua, Burrow, Love, who's also at it. Justin Herbert seems like he's going to be. Justin Herbert feels like he's got a Matt Stafford, Peyton Manning. Who was the other quarterback I was thinking of when this was? Like, he just feels like he can transition into being like Mr. fucking arm guy to like, oh, okay, he doesn't have the arm. John Elway. Like John Elway, the beginning of John Elway's career and the end of John Elway's career are totally different quarterbacks. I feel like Justin Herbert is such a physically gifted player that I almost feel like when his physical gifts diminish, he'll still be able to play the quarterback at a level that's, like Aaron Rodgers-ish, like Aaron Rodgers is like severely limited compared to what he was as a young player, but he still could be a starter in the league. So I think Justin Herbert could play football for a long time.
Yeah.
If he wants to. So I'll go Tua, Burrow, Love, Herbert. Because Burrow, you said he's already 29. Injuries, Bengals. People literally retire from football when they play for teams like the Bengals and the Lions and the Colts. They're just like, you talked about the stat, and I sent the stat to you in Instagram because I didn't realize there was a separation of like 15 games or whatever. Joe Burrow's been sacked more than Andrew Luck has already in far less games. That's the kind of guy. He's rich. He's the kind of guy like, all right, I have a Batmobile. Do I really want to do this?
Yeah, the stat is...
Do I have to fight Bane every weekend?
Burrow's been sacked 201 times to Andrew Luck's 174. So 27 sack difference in 15 less games, 27 more sacks.
He's been sacked 27 more times than the guy who retired because he was sick of getting sacked.
I do wonder what Andrew Luck would say to Joe Burrow, like at this stage.
Yeah. And would he say it like Bane, like I just said? It's like, I was born into it.
You gotta retire.
Yeah.
Retire. You gotta retire. Come out here, pal.
It would be quite painful for you.
I think Luck retired at 29. No, I don't think Burrow's retiring anytime soon.
No. But how many more injuries? Like,
But the people underestimate the mental aspect of it.
correct.
Just the grind. Even now, like Burrow just had surgery. The grind of now I have to rehab for 3 months again.
But you also get the money so different than it used to be.
Yeah.
Mental health in general is so much different than it used to be. Like, you get to a point you go, like, oh, so I was at like the it's Super Bowl week, and everybody goes to Super Bowl week whether you're playing or not. It's like I was at Super Bowl week, and I met Jim McMahon, and I've decided I no longer want to play football anymore because when he got a little of his pudding on my jacket, and like there's a thing now where they're making so much money. How many more 3 month injuries do you fight back from before you go just like, fucking rich? I have generational wealth, which by the way is the thing that we talked about. Some guys and listen, how does it break down with like religious guys and like, but like Tua should be retired. We had that whole conversation the last time he got hurt again.
Yeah,
everybody's like, should Tua still be playing football?
No, he shouldn't. I agree. He should have retired. For sure.
And I think these days with the way mental health is treated, you're not like a pussy for like doing like. I don't think it would have been a pussy move. It wasn't a pussy move for Andrew Luck to retire.
No, nobody said
He's just
that.
like, I'm rich. What do I have to like? I would love to win a Super Bowl, but I don't think that my Colts team is winning a Super Bowl anytime soon. So I'm good, I think. Meanwhile, Brett Favre's like, I will play until my literal dick falls off. And then if it does, I will mail it to people instead of having to take pictures of it.
I mean, look, he kind of is here's what's interesting about Burrow. You have Luck, and then you also have the guy, the previous number 1 pick for the bat. You have Palmer, who basically said he's not literally that whole thing. He had 2 serious injuries, and he said they're not going to help me. He straight up said that. I made $50 million already. I'm good. And we had never really seen that before, where a guy forced his hand and goes, I'm retiring. He straight up was like, I'm retiring. He forced the Bengals' hand, which is very hard to do because they're so stubborn.
And Joe Burrow's making $50 million in a season.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, eggs didn't cost $415 then. But like, listen, well, fucking. I need my game checks. I'm trying to make an omelet.
Trying to buy some almond milk, man. This shit is expensive.
I don't know if you know what it costs to fill up a Batmobile, but it's $6 a gallon.
I mean, shit. I bought that Cincinnati Geta today. It was $7. I said $7 for a thing of Geta. Get out of here. $7 for Geta? How about you get out of here with them prices? Did I just create an ad? Here? Yeah, I did. 3 injuries, 6 years. Not a good trend.
Now, any chance Burrow outlasts Tua because Tua just plays until, or any chance Tua outlasts Burrow because Tua just doesn't give a fuck, and Jesus is on my side, and even if I'm eating through a straw, Jesus will be helping with the straw. When there was only a little bit of spittle on your bib, that was when Jesus was helping you drink.
There's a chance. No, I don't think a big one. I still think Tua retires first. The Dolphins are. You guys are not in a situation, not in a good one, because I don't know if you caught this. I'm watching last night's game. When your owner has binoculars to watch the game, did you see that?
Yes.
I was like, bro, you got the binocs. Just go on the sideline.
Yeah.
You're the owner. Just go on the sideline. What are you doing? All right. So we seem to agree on that 2020 draft class. The the wild card for me is Justin Herbert. Like, can Harbaugh usher in like a wild like 5 years where they're consistently they're taking over the Chiefs and making AFC Championship games and Super Bowls? Can that happen? I don't know. Again, very tough conference. You got Josh Allen, you got Lamar Jackson, Burrow, Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it's just so damn stacked. I don't know. I'm already, even though we're 2 games in, I'm already regretting my Chiefs making a Super Bowl pick again, and I'm regretting that I should have gone with you with the division, and it's like I kept picking the Chargers, or I was big on the Chargers. I don't know if I would pick them to win the division, but I was big on them, and then for some reason I kind of pussed out this year.
Yeah, listen,
and it's only 2 weeks.
It's only 2 weeks, but there's not a lot of places that Jim Harbaugh has gone where they haven't been turned around pretty quickly. I mean, he was winning like random fucking big games in USD when he was with the Toreros. Then
Toreros, that's what they're called?
Yeah. And then then he ends up in Stanford. Immediately they're on the map. Then he ends up in San Francisco into a Super Bowl. Then he goes back to Michigan, national championship. Like it happens pretty quickly everywhere he goes. I've always been a Herbert fan in terms of his physical ability. I've always, again, this is, I shit on Mike McDaniel before a little bit for like, what did you see in Tua? But I also shit on basically whoever that fucking dipshit they fired, the Chargers guy they fired, because it's so obvious. Like there's an aspect of Justin Herbert's game that's almost indefensible of the NFL with the way, we call defenses now, with the way they referee defenses and your inability to like fuck people up over the middle and whatever. It's just they never took advantage of it. And I knew Jim Harbaugh was going to figure it out. And year one, they make the playoffs. Year one, they lose a playoff game, but it's like, it's year one. I just like, hey, I know everybody wants to say this and this and this about Justin Herbert, and all of that may be true. All of everything people said about Justin Herbert's playoff performance last year may be true. Maybe he's not that guy. But I know one thing. Year 2 Harbaugh, regular season, they were going to be good.
Yeah. Well, he's got the new hot girlfriend too.
This is Harbaugh or Herbert?
Herbert that I keep seeing. Madison Beer.
Oh, I didn't even know I don't know who I know who she is from face, but I don't know who she is. I don't know what she does.
I have no clue either. God, I'm so old.
I think she might just be like an influencer type. But she is hot.
Yeah, and I mean, let's see. What does Madison Beer do?
I think she's just hot. I think that's which is a thing.
It's definitely a thing. Singer, songwriter.
No, that's not real.
She first gained, this is according to Wikipedia, gained substantial media coverage when Justin Bieber posted a link to one of her covers she posted on YouTube. So she has released some music. She's only 26. She's from Jericho, New York.
Wow. Long Island.
I mean, she won a modeling competition at 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty hot. I'm just saying that doesn't hurt.
I mean, listen. I'm a married man now, but if I was going to try to think of myself in single guy terms, super hot. That's a beer I'd like to have in my mouth. Not number one. She's never going to be the number one beer I'd want to have in my mouth. That's for sure. She could be the hottest thing that's ever walked planet Earth, but she's never going to be number one. Number 2 at best.
Well, Herbert, again, it's early, but he's looking pretty good. I heard he's been drinking Miller Lite. I heard that's the
number one beer I'd like to have in my mouth.
That's what I'm saying. That I heard he's been drinking it. That's why.
He's making all kinds of good beer decisions lately. That Golden Pilsner, very similar to that Golden Thunderbolt.
Well, look.
People always say Thunderbolt, but it's really a lightning bolt.
It's the 50th anniversary of Miller Lite. You know, so we have 50 years of football celebration. I'm basically getting to like imagine all the amazing football games that have happened. You talked about the Packers. We'll go back to Milwaukee. We'll go back to Wisconsin, the home base.
It's crazy because you think what Super Bowl are we at now? We're at like Super Bowl like 50.
Is this one 60?
Is it 60?
It's 60. Yeah.
Wow. This is the 60th this year.
This year, 2026.
Wow. 2026, the 60th Super Bowl. Think about all those Super Bowls the Packers won in those first couple where there was no Miller Lite. It's almost like they never really got to celebrate those Super Bowls. You just had Super Bowl 1. You win the Super Bowl, and you're in the locker room just spraying some like heavy beer on each other. Gross. Gross.
Yeah, that's true. That is gross. Well, 50 years of Super Bowls, and those 50 years, let's see if I can get this right. Would it just be 2 for the Packers? Because they won a bunch early.
Yeah, right. So they have the Favre one and the
Rodgers one. Yeah, it'd be the Favre one and the Rodgers one. Well, now's the time, guys. It's
but it doesn't matter who you root for. You don't have to root for the Packers. I'll tell you what. I very, very much remember Super Bowl 42 and drinking starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time with Miller Lights and saying, I'm just going to drink Miller Lights until the Giants win the Super Bowl or I fall asleep.
Well,
both were true.
Say that worked out for you.
Yeah.
Guys, Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. I have it up on the screen. Go to MillerLite.com/dirty sports to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Joe's got the Golden Pilsner right there.
God, the gold cans. You can still get the gold cans, guys. I don't know when. I don't know. I'm assuming like the whole year. I'm assuming for all of 2025, they're going to keep it. But I wouldn't wait. If you see gold cans, I would buy gold cans. In fact, I have some gold cans set aside so that I can have gold cans forever. I'm like Mikey with his Spice Girl dolls. Some
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, bro. They should have hid those all over the country.
I know.
The winner gets to jump in.
Yeah. Pilsner, Dilsner, boopity doo.
You get to tour the
got another 3.2 cups for you.
Imagine a Miller Lite river. You get in a boat. You in that.
Oh man.
Just mouth open.
Just my mom. Joe, no! As I get sucked up the Pilsner tube.
Oh man. So what are we? What is this? Week 3?
3.
Goes by, man. Do we have an update on last week? How we do?
I don't know. Do we?
I'm pulling up the old phone. Let's see. Did you update anything, Matt? Did you? Because I don't know what I picked. Oh, here we go. 22. Oh, 22 hours ago. You guys both did great. We both went 10-5.
Wow.
Can I start picking the same again? I'm writing these down. I gotta pick the right games then for my pick 7. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I was gonna say, if you had asked me how I did last week, I was gonna say good. So far, this has been a glorious betting year for me in the NFL. It's a winter year. It's early. Knock on all the woods.
I should be betting. I'm 20-11. I'm 20 wins, 11 losses so far.
Yeah. But that's my question for you with the game with the pick sevens, Andy, is like 2011. That's picking all the games. I'm always so much better if I just go, I'm just picking these 4 games and I'm not fucking with anything else. Like when we do this, I more so than I pick games that I'm gonna bet this weekend. When we do this, I mentally block off games I'm not touching. And then I have the rest of them to play with. And so far, it's been a gloriously productive, don't tell my wife. It's been a gloriously productive financial NFL season.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to know about the secret accounts that I funnel my own gambling monies into.
No, she doesn't. Definitely doesn't.
It's my money.
Well, let's see what you have this week. We'll start off with Packers-Browns here from Cleveland. A half point's the half point will make it interesting. The Packers are a 7.5 point fave.
Packers 7.5 point favorites in Cleveland.
I'll let you start.
Okay. So the half point is not going to factor in for me at all. I'm going to take the Packers.
I am too. I just don't know. I don't know how Cleveland can score.
Green Bay's defense is fucking really good.
They're playing really well.
Yeah. This is last week's Jets-Bills game for me.
I can see it. I just don't know how Cleveland's going to be able to score. Cleveland's it's going to be a battle for that number 1 pick, man. It's going to be a battle. There's some shit teams this year. There really are. All right. Colts Titans. This one is from Nashville. Colts are 4.5 point favorites. I am going to go with the Titans to cover.
It's in Nashville, correct?
Yeah.
And you said 4.5 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with the Titans as well. Also, just I like the Colts. I think the Colts will win this game. By the way,
I agree. I just like everyone's on them, including me. I've been on them, but I'm like Daniel Jones isn't that's still a sizable spread in division road game. It's just like
road game. Yeah,
it's like he's due for some turnovers too. Let's just call it. Given his,
or maybe he's just due not to lead a scoring drive,
or that. Or that.
Will they punt for the first time this year?
Yes. They definitely will punt. Next up, we have a battle of the backups here. Bengals Vikings. What we all had talked about. Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz.
What happened to
JJ McCarthy already has a ankle injury.
Wow.
Yeah, already.
This game is where?
It's in Minnesota.
And this game and the spread is
2.5 Vikings.
Is this a Jake Browning revenge game?
He already had his revenge game against the Vikings 2 years ago, because I guess they did cut him and he looked at the camera. So is it already you can't have a double revenge game, can you?
I don't know. I think you probably can. I'm going Vikings.
Interesting.
It's in Minnesota. I'll just say this also. It's in Minnesota. Minnesota was fantastic last year with Sam Darnold, a veteran quarterback who's not very good. Carson Wentz also not very good, but also a veteran quarterback. Is everything just a little bit slower and easier for a vet in that system than it is first time making his NFL debut, rookie QB who didn't play football in 2 years? I'm going Minnesota to win and cover. Sorry, Justin.
Interesting. So I was leaning towards the Bengals on this.
Listen, I'm a Jake Browning fan. I'm a Jake Browning Bengals. I'm like on it, but it's on the road.
Aaron Jones on the injured reserve. Something about for the Vikings.
Sure.
No, I look. I think Jake Browning could arguably be the best backup in the league. One of them. He's for sure one of them. Road is different. That's for sure, though. That's a tough place to play. This is a tough one for me, clearly. Did the Bengals start 3-0? By the way, it wouldn't change my opinion of like them finishing around 9-8, 8-9, whatever, if they started 3-0.
Well, it's funny because it didn't matter. It like, and what's amazing about Bengals fans, if you talk to a Bengals fan and you're like, you guys are 3-0, I think you're going to finish 9-8. It's like, how dare you? How dare you?
I know.
We're 3-0.
I know.
Like, yeah, but you were 0-3 last year and you still finished 9-8. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. And also they beat two not good teams so far. And obviously you only can beat who you play. And now they're facing a backup, but I agree. Carson Wentz might all right, I'm gonna go with the we'll go with the Bengals. I just think where this does benefit them paying all those receivers, again, dumb down the game, use them in space, especially Jamar Chase is basically a running back. Get him the ball, whether it's end around, getting the ball, wide receiver screens. The guy's just dynamic.
Yeah, so is Justin Jefferson.
And yeah, true. All right, moving on. Steelers, Patriots. This is another tough one. Steelers are 1.5 point favorite on the road. That's an interesting line. I would be very concerned if I'm a Steelers fan right now. Their defense is not good so far. That's like what they're known for, their defense. Rodgers getting sacked a bunch. We all knew that was going to happen. Their O-line's shit, and he's old. But like that defense, man. I'm going to say, I don't know. I haven't liked what I've seen from that defense. I'm going to take the Patriots.
I am going to take the Steelers only because I haven't liked what I've seen from the Patriots. I thought the Patriots would be better. Now, this might burn me, and I'm scared of the pick because I'm like, Vrabel's going to get it going pretty fast.
Well, that's one of the reasons.
I think the Patriots' future is looking bright, but I'm like, you talk about a Patriots team that's probably also going to end up like 9-8. Where are the 8 losses coming from? I think this is one of them. I hate it though. I hate it, I hate it. But also, like, what are we going to pick the same pick the whole fucking week?
Yeah. Well, we didn't the same. We had a different one last week or last game.
I'll take the Steelers.
Okay.
I don't love it. So far, the only thing not on a stay away from me so far is Green Bay -7.5.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, Rams Eagles. This is a fun little rematch of the playoffs last year. Back at the Link. 1 p.m. game. Philly is a 3.5 point favorite.
Give me the Rams with the 0.5 point hook.
I agree. I think it's a good game. I don't know if the Rams win. A lot of attention will be on the tush push this week. They're gonna change that rule. I already know it.
It's insane that hasn't been changed. It was illegal before. It's illegal before. What are we talking about?
You know how they hold up, like some teams will hold up signs.
What's the thing about it is I'm embarrassed for them on multiple levels. Saquon Barkley on. Did you see the fucking clip? Saquon Barkley being like, they can't stop it. They know it's coming. They can't stop it. It's like, bro, you're not even in the play. You stick your helmet up a quarterback's ass in the play and then drive him forward. Like, okay.
What I was gonna say is, you know how they hold up signs from the sideline?
Yeah.
This one they need to hold up the sign of that white girl and the 10 black dudes.
Yeah.
They need to just hold up that porn meme.
Or they just throw up a fucking smiling picture of Stella Bari, known for taking it up the ass.
Who?
You don't know that? She's like ass fucker girl.
No. Is she a porn star?
Yeah. But it's funny because she came across, I guess she's a porn star, but the first 1,000 times I saw her wasn't even on like porn sites. It was like she was like on social media talking about like taking it up the ass. She's on like TikTok and like on TikTok just being basically like subtle things about doing butt stuff. It was always like, when your man comes home, but he uses the back door.
I don't know her. I'm looking at her Instagram. God, dude, having girls has just ruined my life. Like my second thought was like, please don't be my daughter sometime. Like, that's my second thought when I pull up her Instagram. Is like, oh, don't turn into this.
Let me ask you something. Now, you don't have a son. Okay. But in this scenario, you do have a son. Maybe you do have a son one day, because is your wife pregnant again yet?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
In this scenario, you do have a son.
Please do not be pregnant again. I can't do it.
Would you rather your daughter be like an OnlyFans girl known for butt stuff, or your son being a quarterback known for butt stuff? Your son is a quarterback known for having men just slam his ass. Just ass slam guy. He's just a slam ass guy.
You mean like a gay porn star, or like Jalen Hurts?
No, like Jalen. Yeah, like the same. I don't know. Yes, that Jalen Hurts is essentially a gay porn star, right? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, what do you think? Come on, that's an easy one. I mean, are you talking an actual gay porn star?
No, I'm talking about
Jalen Hurts.
Listen, do you want your daughter getting rammed in the ass and seen by upwards of 5,000 people on the internet, or do you want your son getting rammed on the ass and being seen by upwards of 50 million people on Sunday Night Football?
Sunday Night Football, baby. Back in that someplace in the NFL, man. Yeah, it's kind of an easy one for me.
I got one job when I got a kid: to keep my son out the butt stuff.
Oh, man.
You ain't growing up on the pole. You ain't growing up doing the tush put. You got a poster on the wall? Is it you getting pushed in your tush? I mean, you remember those like 80s posters of it, like Chuck Person and like the Rifleman?
Oh, yeah.
Like fucking whatever. Can you imagine if we did one of those for Jalen Hurts these days? And it was just like him in OnlyFans lettering. It's just like the tush brush, the brotherly shove, and it's just like a bunch of fucking dudes shoving him in.
I watched
He was getting pushed across the poster by his
Joe Buck was on like one of those shows. What is it? Good Morning America, whatever George Stephanopoulos is on, and I saw they were asked about the tush push, and Joe Buck was like, "Oh, you can't stop it. Like everyone's mad. Then learn how to do it your own." Or like that's his take. But George Stephanopoulos referred to it as which I was like, nobody's catching this. Everybody's like focused on what Joe Buck is saying in his response. But I was like, nobody's focused on. He called it the push tush. He's like, Joe, so what do you think of the push tush? I was like, you what? The push tush. That's not what it's called. Okay, moving on. This is another game, this next one that I was considering to tell her for the pick for the suicide this week. Jets Bucks in Tampa. Bucks are 6.5-point favorites. They just find ways to win, man.
Find ways to win. They're good, man. They're good. The Bucks are good.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they find ways to win. Like, they're good, but like Baker Mayfield's like never out of these games, man.
He looks fucking fantastic.
He's playing well.
I mean, this is the easiest Tampa -6.5 to me. In Tampa?
Justin Fields out. So who's quarterback for them?
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
All right, so we're both gonna go Bucks.
No, who is playing quarterback for them? But
let's pull it up. Pretty sure Fields is out.
Is Fields out?
Am I crazy?
Yeah, you're crazy. New York Jets. He's not even on the New York Jets injury report on ESPN.
Am I just making shit up?
You've done this to me like 3 times in 3 weeks.
I thought Fields was out. Where did I see that?
Oh, Jets rule out. Yeah, you might be right. How long ago was this? 12:04 p.m. Eastern. That was yesterday, though.
Yeah, I thought they ruled him out.
Is it Tyrod Taylor?
Ooh, that might change my pick. Does that change my pick?
I'll tell you what it doesn't change. Poop Sock's chance of getting unblocked first. This is where we're at, Poop Sock.
That's hilarious.
Baker Mayfield is starting for the Bucks. Tyrod Taylor may or may not be coming off the bench for the Jets. The audacity of not paying me my fucking money.
All right, I'll stick with the Bucks. Actually, no, I won't. I'm gonna go Jets, baby.
Jets. The thing with Tyrod Taylor is, I feel like he only plays 6'3" football games.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I did 6.5 is too much.
6.5 is too much for the over/under in the game. 3-2, Jets win. A little pitcher's duel.
Who you got?
No, I got I literally have the Bucks. I'm 10-3 Bucks. They still cover.
Hilarious. All right, Raiders Commanders. This one is in Maryland.
Now, Jaden Daniels is out, correct?
He's still iffy, I think.
Okay.
Washington's a 2.5-point favorite. What do you think?
I'll go with the Raiders.
Same. Geno Smith, not a good start to his season, though.
I'm not on this Raiders team by any means.
I'm not
I think
either.
This will be a low scoring game. I do like Genty. He's looked pretty good so far.
All right, Falcons Panthers. Oh, there's a game I don't care about. Atlanta's a 5.5-point favorite on the road. I'm gonna take the Panthers.
Same.
I mean, that's a big spread for division, right?
Yeah, but the Panthers have looked awful.
They've looked pretty bad. They covered for me late last week. Texans, they need a win. They don't want to start 0-3. Texans, Jags in Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a 1.5 favorite.
Why? Money line pick of the week.
There it is.
A win on the road.
Yeah, I'm taking the Texans as well. They got to win that
Texans
game.
look pretty good in that Bucks game. Just Bucks look better. I don't feel like the Texans played poorly.
No, they're struggling offensively.
Yeah.
Defense looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And Trevor Lawrence is due for at least 2 awful interceptions again. Just cut your hair. He got do something. He got to cut his hair. Like my thing is like you need to change up at this point, man.
I think you should go with the Howie Long flat top. He's got the blonde. He should go with the Iceman. He should go with the Val Kilmer Iceman flat top.
Or Howie Lawrence had that flat top for fucking 30 years.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing.
The thing about Howie Long's flat top. Here's the crazy part about Howie Long's flat top. So something that happens in culture, and I've noticed this, is even terrible. The way we have this like retro culture now, where we go back and things will go retro, and even the worst shit will come back. Howie Long's flat top has never come back. Howie Long's flat top, he has worn it long enough where at this point, flat tops should have returned, and they didn't because they're like, not that. We're not doing flat tops again. What are you talking about? Howie Long, thank God, must have the same barber the whole time because you couldn't even go into a barber. They wouldn't even have the picture on the wall for you to point to.
Yeah, I mean, he's had it truly forever. I just put in the Google how long was Howie Long had a flat top.
And the answer is the whole time.
There is not a specific part of it, career history that
And the reason is like he's too far gone. Like, you imagine if Howie Long just showed up for like week 1 and had like a side part.
Dude, it just wouldn't work.
It just wouldn't. It
wouldn't work.
It would never work. He's stuck. He's stuck. And Jimmy Johnson too. Jimmy Johnson's had the same fucking hair the whole time.
Yeah.
As well. But his is more of a universal. Did you watch the Charlie Sheen documentary?
We've started it.
It's great.
Like,
how about Sean? What is going on with Sean Penn's hair?
What's going on with Sean Penn in general?
Yeah. Well, Sean Penn in general, to be fair, Sean Penn has spent the last 30 years sleeping inside an ashtray. So there's that.
I keep saying, how many cigarettes is he smoking during this?
Yeah.
I find him more interesting, though, after watching this. I'm like, I need a Sean Penn documentary.
Oh, Sean Penn. Yeah. But it's amazing. You can tell he's like appalled at like how he's appalled at Charlie Sheen's drug use. And he was pretty fucking coked out himself.
I know.
He's like, with shit Charlie was doing. It's crazy. And it's like, bro, you kicked Madonna down the stairs.
Didn't Sean Penn, who did he interview? Was it El Chapo?
No. Well, he might have interviewed El Chapo, but he definitely interviewed the guy from Venezuela. He might have also interviewed El Chapo.
And Castro too?
Maybe. But definitely his first guy was the dude, the Venezuelan dude. What was that dude's name?
Yeah, Sean Penn got him to speak.
Who? El Chapo.
El Chapo.
Yeah.
Well, he met with him.
Well, to be fair, I think he probably leveraged his relationship with Charlie Sheen. He's like, I am best friends with your best customer. Like these, I'm cashing in all the rewards points. I want to cash in all these Marlboro bucks. Bro, there's a scene, I don't know if you saw because it was shared, but they talk about it. Obviously, I've watched the whole thing. It's just 2 parts.
Yeah, no.
About them dialing back his crack. Did you see this clip?
We haven't gotten to this yet, or maybe I fell asleep.
Bro, so his crack dealer is just his like boy. Him and this dude just like hang out. He's like just like my life was just doing crack with Charlie. Like he would call me and it'd be sometimes 15 grand, 30 grand, whatever. Every time it was like winning the lottery. He's like, I'd go hang out with Charlie and like I just like come home with 20 grand. But he's like, but he became my friend. So basically at one point, everybody in his life was like, Charlie's not quitting crack. He's just not. He's not going to quit crack. So they convinced his crack dealer to just keep cutting his crack with less and less cocaine. So his crack just became less potent. And his crack dealer was like, okay, because I don't want my friend to die. He's like, okay. And basically they weaned him off cocaine without his knowledge by cutting less cocaine into his crack.
Amazing.
And then he was just like, it just wasn't hitting me anymore. So I quit.
Absolutely amazing.
That's insane.
That's insane. Wow. All right, Broncos, Chargers. We got to get through these. This one's in LA. Chargers are 2.5-point favorites.
Feels like a trap game, right?
I'm going Chargers.
I am too, but it feels like a trap game. That's a stay away from me. I'm not writing it down, but I am taking the Chargers.
All right, we discussed this one earlier for our suicide or pick and pull. Saints, Seahawks, 7.5 in Seattle. Do they cover though?
Yes. I think because it's in Seattle.
Yeah, I agree. Also,
although, then there's also like we have it in suicide, so are we going to sweat it?
Spencer Rattler hasn't thrown an interception yet. I'm like, oh, you're so due.
Yeah.
You're so due.
Do you think we end up sweating this or you like it?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm with you.
They're going to run the ball if they're smart. Unless Darnold has some bonehead turnovers, which he very well could. All right, Cowboys, Bears. This one's in Chicago. Man, the Bears 0-2. Cowboys are 1.5-point favorites. I saw this stat the other day. It's another great Bears QB stat. Here it is for you. Number of 400-yard passing games in the last 25 years. Drew Brees, 19. Chicago Bears, 0.
In the last how many years?
25 years. Quarter of a century.
400 is a lot of yards, but still.
It's a lot of yards. They haven't had one. Jay Cutler didn't just go off one game.
I mean, even the Giants with Russ the other day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a guy can just go off. It's like the NBA. A guy just goes off for 50 points.
Am I up?
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Bears.
Wow.
I think Dallas is pretty bad.
I think they're defensively awful. You beat me to it. I'm going to take the Bears too. I think the Bears get their first win.
Money line, big league. I mean the home money line too.
Yeah, they're at home. That's the thing. Not Cowboys. Cardinals, 49ers. Both teams 2-0. This one's in San Francisco. No Brock Purdy again. It's
Mac Jones.
Turn of the Mac. San Francisco's 2.5-point favorites. I'm up first. I'm taking the Cardinals to win and cover.
I'm gonna take the Niners. Everybody's on the Cardinals except me. I'm not a buyer of this Cardinals team. 3-point Niners win. Buzzer kick. Buzzer kick, Niners win.
Did you see what Kyler Murray did was it this week?
No.
What? I don't know even know what like he's thinking. He issued an apology. Like, what were you thinking, dude? I just these guys. He posted a picture wearing a Michael Vick, I think it was his college football jersey.
With his dog.
With his pit bull.
I don't understand it. What was the point?
I don't know. Like, what is he doing? Yeah. On Instagram.
I'm getting, you know what, if there's any tech bros that listen to our show, I want to develop an app. Okay. It's a third-party thing that links to your socials. And it AI.
He deleted it, by the way.
It AI reads or looks at what you're about to post. And then it suggests backlash that could come from it. And then you just can be like, yeah, I know, press on. Because here's the thing. I post shit all the time, knowing the backlash. Kyler Murray, he couldn't have thought of it. He couldn't have, because it's just so dumb. What was the point?
I don't know.
Are you sure you want to post this? You are posing with the specific type of dog that the guy whose jersey you're wearing electrocuted and drowned. This might seem to social media viewers as you supporting the killing of dogs. Press yes if you're sure you want to post this.
Well, he deleted it and apologized. And I don't know. I don't know what he thought.
If anybody wants to help me develop Chat PC,
I bet somebody's developing it right now, actually. Okay, we got 2 more games. We got your Chiefs and Giants game. This one is at MetLife. Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites. I'm going Chiefs, baby.
I almost took this as my fucking suicide game. But I'm going to take the Giants. The Chiefs going east to MetLife. I just think it's going to be a terrible football game.
Let Russ cook. Dude, you know what he's got to do? If Russ is playing fine, you can't just these random Jackson Dart plays. What are they doing?
Although it did work except for the one where he slipped and fell.
I was going to say, he slipped and fell to one.
But then another one, they got a huge run out of Scatterbo after having him in. They set it up with the one, and then the second one, it worked. I think they're just trying to get him looks. Here's what I want for the Giants. I want Giants loss this week, Giants loss next week, Jackson Dart first start against New Orleans. In New Orleans, SEC country, terrible team. Get them some reps. It sucks because then 2 of the next 3 games after that are versus Philly. I think they go Saints, Philly, some other team, maybe Cowboys, Saints, Philly, somebody, Saints, Philly, somebody, Philly. So you'd have 2 or 3 games, not the team you want to serve your rookie quarterback up to. But to me, it's like I'd even go so far as to say like start him versus the Saints and then put him back on the bench if you want.
That's hilarious. They would never do that.
But you know what is insane? And I was actually thinking about this the other day when I came up with this concept. When you're a guy like Russell Wilson, and now, granted, I hate Russell Wilson more than the average person. But when you're a veteran quarterback getting paid a lot of money to come to a team and be a placeholder for some guy, who's to say this is offensive to you in some situation to start you, not start you, whatever? Motherfucker, you should be out of football. You're making a lot of money to not be out of football. If I want to start my rookie and then put you back in against good teams to get your ass lit up, I'll fucking do that. I'm the goddamn head coach of this football team. And if you don't like it, you can go make fucking Subway commercials and I'll put in fucking Jameis.
Did you know, as I pull it up, all-time passing touchdowns, Russ is 12. He's 12 away from Eli. How
He's
funny
12,
is that?
12 touchdowns away from Eli?
Yeah, he's not going to get it.
It's amazing.
I'm tying Eli for 11th. I look. It's funny looking at this list. All these people are like, "All these quarterbacks are going to break it, dude." It's hard. You got to play. Like Kirk Cousins was up to 18th, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's like, yeah, he's done." You know, like all these guys.
And that's why the Matt Ryan, Matthew Stafford like disrespect is ridiculous.
It is. I mean,
where's Matt Ryan all the time?
He's 9th. Matt Stafford's 10th.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like the notion. Now, Patrick Mahomes will obviously be way up there, but like Patrick Mahomes.
Guess what, Andy? Willie? Probably, but Willie?
He's 29th.
Right. So probably, but will he?
I don't know.
Yes, he will. But also,
He will. All right. Where's Jared Goff on this list? He's 38th.
I'm gonna, now that you alerted me to that, I'll take it one step further. If I was the head coach of the New York Football Giants / the GM of the New York Football Giants / the owner of the New York Football Giants, not only would I fucking play him, bench him, not only would I fucking string Russ along to get Jackson Dart reps, but also not get him killed, but I would specifically bench him before he passes Eli and be like, not on our watch.
Petty. So petty. All right. Lions, Ravens, Monday Night Football. Should be a good one in Baltimore. Baltimore's a 4.5-point favorite.
Ooh. 4.5. This is Sunday Night Football?
Monday night.
Oh, yeah. Giants are Sunday Night Football. Man. I'm tempted to just take the Ravens, but I think I'm going to take the Lions.
Oh, damn. I'm taking the Lions for sure.
Lions plus 4.5.
It's too big of a spread, man. I think they'll put up some points. I think they'll be able to match Baltimore's offense. All right, week 3 picks. Hotline 859-832-0478. Give a shout.
JoePrano.com for shows. Got a bunch of shows coming up. Have added some recently. I'll be down in Oceanside at the beginning of October. I've got a Venice Underground show on the books. I've got a shows coming up in Vegas. I've got shows coming up in New York. I'll be back in New York the 2nd and 3rd weeks of November. Those will be on my website soon. JoePrano.com for shows. Follow me on all social media at Joe Prano, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Threads, all the places. And again, check out more stories. Frank Caliendo on this week. Did some great Gruden stuff. Talked about the first time meeting Gruden in person. And in honor of the Charlie Sheen documentary, which is amazing, and you should definitely watch it, we put out a More Stories Classics on Substack with Charlie Sheen. 90-minute combo with Charlie Sheen, which happened in 2012, which if you watch the documentary is in the midst of him being cracked out, but he's very under control. So I guess it's just before he hit the crack for the day.
that pre-crack pod.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to go pick up some butt paste from the pharmacy for my daughter's ass and coochie, whatever.
Also, I mean, while you're there, since your wife's a pharmacist, just get another tube in case your future son becomes the quarterback of the Eagles. Get a little butt paste for that too.
Yeah, that's true.
Does Jalen Hurts have to put butt cream on for his inflamed butt? Does he have diaper rash from having Saquon Barkley's head inside his asshole?
Nobody squats 600 pounds.
Yeah, squats 600
They definitely said that in Good Morning America. He squats 600 pounds.
They love that. They love that random stat. I don't even know if that's a lot.
It's a lot. There's a shit ton. It's insane to squat 600 pounds. All right, guys, that's the show. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. And as always, stay dirty.